That'd be cool. We should absolutely have that be a thing.
Oh my god. Say that 5 times fast. Go.
No.
Do it.
I'm not yes-anding this.
For the fans.
I'm not making a fool of myself.
For the fans.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Worlds Apart, your favorite bi-weekly world-building podcast that Diana Faye has never been late to ever in her life due to forgetting how time zones work. Never once happened. We've been on time. Every time. Right, Odin?
You also didn't clap. Lab's going to be absolutely shattered. Well said.
Just get it all out of the way.
Yep. Cover all bases. We're golden. All right.
How you doing?
I'm good. I just ate takeaway. I got a warm stomach. It's cold. I'm cozy.
What'd you get?
Dirty Bird, KFC. We call
Dirty
it Dirty Bird.
Bird?
Dirty Bird.
Dirty Bird.
Dirty Bird. Listen, mate, when you come to Australia, we're going to get you some Dirty Bird. You're going to love it.
I don't think I want Dirty Bird.
No, you want Dirty Bird.
No, this sounds like something
No, you want it.
It sounds like an innuendo, and I don't want it. I'm okay.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm going to go to Australia. Some random Australian man is going to get me Dirty Bird in a back alley, and then we'll go home. It sounds awful.
Darn it.
It sounds like a way to get some sort of flu.
Why are you flat?
That's what happens to you after Dirty Bird, dude.
He looks fucking dead.
The man is like pancaked out. Oh,
He's still making biscuits, but
audience,
anyway.
I'm begging you to watch the YouTube version of this podcast. You're missing out on so much turnip airtime.
All the turnip time. It's insane.
All the turnip time.
Lav, put up turnip time. Perfect. Okay. All right. So, Diana, of the Rose, what are we doing today? What are you in the mood for? How are we feeling? Because schedule-wise, we don't have a person on with us yet because schedules are insane. People are busy.
It is the
Yada, yada.
busy season. We're like 3 weeks out from Gen Con as we're recording this. Just a little peek behind the curtain there. And so everyone's like gone. It's like Gen Con, PAX West, Dragon Con, a bunch of things all at once. So July, August is crazy. In the meantime, I know we briefly discussed building like a town or like a city or like a little village or something.
Yes.
That's still on the docket.
Yeah, I'm absolutely down for that because we have the Sundown Mountain the Sundown Mountain region, and that's sorted. We have like the outlines of it and like the cities and all that stuff within it. Do we want to make a new region, or do you want to focus on like a specific city, kingdom, capital? What do you want to do?
Oh, I mean, whenever I world build towns and like cities and things like that, I usually think about the topography of the world. So like the Sundown Mountains came about because we were like, oh shit, it would be cool if there were some mountains and people lived on them. Which realistically makes sense because like people build, where water is or where certain features are, where it'd be advantageous politically, militarily to like defend. Water. What if we made an island?
You want to make an island?
I feel like
Are we talking like
if we
Pirates
did,
of the Caribbean kind of island, or are we like what are you feeling?
I was thinking like 28 years later kind of island where it's like, have you seen the trailers for that yet?
I've seen the movie, dog.
Oh, you saw the whole thing?
Yeah,
Oh shit, already?
I love 28.
Fuck.
The 28 saga, phenomenal.
Right. Okay, yeah. So like, how they have that whole island where they have like a bridge that gets swamped with water every now and then?
The current
Something like
rise
that,
and fall.
maybe?
Yeah. Okay.
Like on a lake?
A lake would be. Well, I just dropped in the Discord in the Ask Things thing channel. The little map that I've made up so far for our continent.
Yeah.
So there are a couple lakes on there. There is also many an island.
Ooh.
So
What if we did that one in the like one that looks like if you took Australia and then twisted it 90 degrees? The one that's in the lower left side of the
Bottom
map.
left?
Audience, if you're watching the podcast, you can see the map with us.
Lav, put up the map. Thank you, Lav. It's gonna hurt me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can run with that because it looks like there's like a little like serpent tail that's almost connecting to it.
Right? Something where it's like maybe under certain circumstances you could even straight up walk across when the tide is low enough, but when it's high, then that little spit of land disappears. There's also like,
What were you saying? No, go on.
well, I was gonna say when it comes to like islands, they're very and this is going to nerd out on zoology a little bit, they're very important when it comes to evolution and how, for example, the different birds on the different Galapagos Islands, they evolved differently because different seeds and different food, types were on the different islands, so they all developed different beak shapes.
Okay.
That and the fact that
That
they're
I
really
didn't know.
fragile. Yeah, I don't know. It's cool. Islands are great.
Nerd.
Yeah. Yeah. That's me.
Correct. Okay, cool. Well, before we get into like evolution and all that kind of stuff, is there a reason that kind of like 28 years, how the island was survival, like it kept the bad things away? Is this like a secluded island for a reason? Is it like, oh, this is just like a journey everyone takes that wants to be spiritually enlightened and all this kind of stuff? Or
Everyone goes there, plays hacky sack for like a summer, and they come back believing in something
take
new.
agriculture, it's really fun.
Yeah.
Or is this like a who can get across fastest before tides come in kind of thing? Like, is there a reason it's secluded, if it's secluded, or
Oh. It's so close to that other islands that it can't be that secluded. The one that's like further to the left, right?
I
So
mean,
maybe it's
if you want to lean into like the 28 years thing, this could be something that emerges from the sea when the dragon gets out of the water.
so it's like only there during the eclipse season?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good idea. That's a really good idea. Oh man, and so maybe does that mean that it's good for the eclipse dragon or bad for the eclipse dragon? Like, would people who worship this dragon or who want the darkness to come flock there, or would they avoid the island?
I mean, it would have to be, I think the correct word is amphibious. It would be amphibious creatures that live on there. It could be a cult-esque like region, I guess, of creatures that come above water and like, you saved our lives, we are eternally grateful, kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
But it could just be that literal like death for the death god thing. Like when they come up, they just rain terror if they get across or something like that.
Yeah. Okay, solid.
Or they hunt the seasons.
Oh, so you're saying that they like come out onto the island, spread across the continent, and then like full on like White Walker style, just
They
begin
hunt
tearing
the
everything
seasons, dog.
down. That'd
Like
be sick.
they go after the priests, they go after the followers, they go after everyone and everything that is seasonal. Because the eclipse dragon wants to fuck them all up. Because he's the older sibling.
That's super cool. So in that case, why wouldn't people have just gone onto the island and like absolutely decimated it prior to now? Why wouldn't they send people to like invade? Is it just because that's kind of like the gateway for deep sea dragon worshippers to come onto land through, or
That's a good
so it's not
point.
actually just like logistically here? Why
Yeah,
not nuke the
logistically.
place?
I mean, you're not wrong. What do you got? I'm brainstorming. You go. If you got something, go.
Maybe it's under eternal eclipse by itself, and so it's
Elaborate.
almost like you know how when you're standing outside and a little bit of cloud comes over and blocks the sun. Okay, yeah, right. You know how when you're in a video game
Yes.
and a little bit of cloud covers the sun.
Yes.
Sorry, I forget you haven't touched grass. Too busy getting dirty birds. A bit of cloud comes and then it blocks the sunlight, but only in a specific area, right? Where the shadow of that cloud is. What if there's just perpetually a column of eclipse in that area? And like when the eclipse spreads, due to the eclipse dragon being out and about, then they're free to go wherever they want.
That would be
But in the
fucking
meantime, that
terrifying.
island itself is eternal night. Yeah, right?
That's fucking terrifying. Is it? Is it literally just like a column of eclipse light that just shoots out of the ocean? Because if so, what the fuck? Like,
That'd be cool, right? That'd be sick.
It would be
Oh.
terrifying. I want to go there.
I want to go to there.
I want to go to there.
Okay.
We could run
What
with
features
that.
would the island have then? Like topographically?
Do we want it to have city, or is it more just like tents and it's like a barracks in a sense?
Barracks looks cool, especially if it's like the main like forward camp for the emissaries of the eclipse, you know?
Oh no. I had an idea, and it's gonna.
No, wait, it isn't. Go for it.
It's gonna ricochet into other things that we haven't yet talked
Do
about.
it.
Just so you know.
Do it. We have 40 minutes to fill.
Let's do it. What if it's connected to another plane?
Oh, so it's like.
It's a gateway.
Yeah. Oh, what if the gateway was a pit?
So pitted.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Just like a little vortex into the center of the island.
Yeah.
That just goes straight down into. Where would it just like a what sort of plane would it attach to though?
Well,
plane of shadow.
When we say Eclipse Dragon, so we're thinking like night terrors. It could go to the Shadowfell, stuff that dwells in the dark. We could come up with a plane of our own if we wanted to, seeing as we're trying to adapt to multiple games that there are TTRPGs. So it sort of just varies on what you want to run with. Like, if you're talking D&D or like general TTRPG knowledge when it comes to different planes, there's the Astral Sea, since it is under the sea. Under the sea. There's Shadowfell, like pre-mentioned. Water plane. I don't know if that and the Astral Sea are the same or different, but
Different, but
okay.
I know where you're coming from.
Yeah. So it could vary along those things, or there could be like first time Eclipse hit the fucking sea, he ripped open his own plane.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I like that. Or maybe it's like kind of a cross. Where are we thinking like demi plane?
Like
where it's fully like
pocket?
his domain. Yeah, or something that he could.
Like domain expansion kind of shit.
I don't get the reference. I've touched grass.
Watch anime.
I'm
For the
trying.
love of God.
I want Attack on Titan is on in my living room. I swear I'm a good nerd.
Good.
Yeah, I like that. Or maybe we could, to kind of have it meld a bit more cleanly with a sort of system agnostic sort of vibe, we could make it so that it could be, you know, up to the GM's interpretation. It could be a demi-plane, it could be the Shadowfell, it could be a demi-plane within the Shadowfell, it could be some sort of cosmic horror type thing, especially when it comes to the themes of like space and eclipses. Like maybe there's just perpetual moons radiating around this plane that always block out the sun no matter what.
I fuck heavy with that, just so you know.
Yeah.
the cosmic horror, I fuck with that big time.
It's untouched in D. Well, I'm not gonna say it's untouched, but it's not well touched on in D&D.
It has potential that hasn't been tapped into yet. Okay. All right. So, I say we run with Eclipse having his own little domain. I reckon that would be cool. Whether he ripped it open when he hit the water for the first time, or when the sea god grabbed him and slammed him into the water, maybe it fucking ripped something.
Chokehold.
Yeah, go to your room. But yeah, because for those 9 months, 12 months, because we have a 15-month year, don't we?
Yeah.
Yes. For those 12 months, it could be these followers, whatever they are, whoever they are prepping. It's just like a war-torn place where very Sparta-esque back in the day, where only the strongest survive, only the warriors make it through, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
Because potential for like a player character coming from there too, who like broke free of that shit, insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, it could just be a very harsh place. I like the idea of your pit though, that like goes to this other domain, kind of thing. That's really cool.
Interesting. So what if we what sort of things would they, especially if they're spending their entire life training, right? And it's a very Sparta-esque vibe. What do they make their weapons and armor out of? Because I assume if it's extraplanar, we can make up whatever the fuck we want.
Oh, 100%. If you want to give it like a theme, it could be coral-esque. It could be a really rare material of coral that's like razor blades more so than regular coral.
Yeah,
so
regular coral's sharp as fuck. That would be an amazing weapon. Like, yeah. Oh, and especially the concept that they could grow it. Like, if they managed to farm it in a way that didn't need water necessarily, but just needed like humidity, maybe. God, we could make it so the entire plane has like oppressive humidity. Varying types, varying colors. Yep. Oh my god, imagine having like different types that were best suited to make like different types of weapons. So if you did like a war hammer, you would use like pink coral of some variety, and if you were doing like a dagger, it'd be deep black, and they would do different types of damage.
The coral would be heavier and lighter in certain regards to different weapons as well, which would Can you imagine a fucking war hammer made of coral with like spiky bits on the end just because it's coral? Ow.
Yeah. Oh,
No, thank you.
That'd be sick.
And the weapon design, my god.
Yeah. Holy shit. It would honestly, because of the porousness of coral too, you would be able to hold any sort of like poisons or like oils to enhance your weapon really well.
Depending on like barnacles and things that are attached to it too, because there would be like life forms down there, and your zoologist side can get the kick out of it that you need. Whatever dwells in this realm, if they've used coral in these weapons and creatures have crawled all over them, they probably have a resistance or immunity to poison as well, due to training with these conditions.
Yeah. So then the armor, would it also be resistant to coral damage? Does that make sense? Or would it be like something else entirely? The armor.
What do you mean the armor?
Sorry, if we're making the weapons out of coral, right? And then the people who exist around there are resistant to poisons.
Yes.
Are you talking about like just bodily? Normally? Physiologically resistant to poisons and things like that?
Yeah, kind of like you know what grunges are in D&D, the little frog dudes?
Oh, yeah.
So how they're just naturally resistant because they have toxins over the body all the time. That kind of vibe. So it's not like having a magical item that makes you resistant. It's just, since you've grown up with this, your body has adapted and evolved, like you said, into being naturally resistant to these conditions and these poisons, I guess.
I like that. I also love the concept that they could just like, if they have 12 months out of the year just dedicated to practicing and creating new kinds of potions and poisons and things like that, and like evolving to a degree to year after year that the rest of the continent doesn't really have time to keep up.
Yeah.
Like, especially when they have their own shit to deal with.
Well, exactly. Like, these guys are secluded in every way, shape, and form. They have the goal, which is hunt the seasons, and that is it. Everywhere else will have politics and personal ideals and all this kind of shit. Yeah. So their evolution would be fucking insane each time they come around.
Oh yeah, they have like perfect dark vision. They'd be adapted to like underground environments too, aquatic environments.
Yeah,
that'd be sick. It'd be so cool.
My God.
Okay. You mentioned barnacles. You mentioned other sort of like aquatic type creatures. Would they have anything that's like specific to the Eclipse Dragon that would be kind of like everyone's chosen familiar, or war beast maybe?
Ooh, a war beast would be interesting, because the only thing is we would need the war beast to be amphibious, because that's what these guys are, because they would have to bring them onto the land when they're hunting the seasons. So what's something we could like try? Giant bullfrogs? I don't know. Like,
I mean, that's not bad. We can also make anything amphibious.
A coral frog.
Oh,
imagine that thing hopping at you.
Cute.
No, it wouldn't.
Yeah. Like, it could have like little spikes coming off its back, almost like the same way that oh shit, what are they called? Like nudibranches, those little like the little guys where they have like little bits sticking out of their backs.
The fact you're creating this creature of the depths and despair with a smile on your face.
Because they're cute. Like,
no, they're not. This is an abyssal coral frog. Like,
yeah, but it's cute though.
He's just a little guy.
I send in art and thumbnails little pictures of like these sea slugs is the casual name, and they look like they have coral coming off the backs of them. Already. So maybe something cute. Like that, but like bigger and tank size.
Bigger and tank size. Okay. Well, we could run with a sea slug. There could be something that slithers, but it just moves quick if you wanted to.
Yay.
We could run with what are some deep sea creatures that if they had legs you would be terrified of?
Oh my god, anything with the fucking the spiky teeth that deep sea creatures have?
The spiky teeth?
Yeah, like the
ones that like extend out and like latch?
What?
Do you not?
That's just a xenomorph. What are you talking about?
No, have you seen the shark that can like unhinge its jaw and push its teeth forward and bring him in?
No, but I love that. And we should have that.
You want these things running around on sharks so they can shoot their fucking jaws out? Oh my god.
Yeah. I want it to be a threat.
It's not a
want people
promise.
to
It's a
run
threat.
I was talking about the creature that has like a little bait lure coming off of its head, the little
Oh, an
glowing thing
anglerfish.
from, like finding. That's it. That's the name.
I mean, that would be cool too. An anglerfish with legs, that'd be fucking terrifying.
Yeah, it would be like maybe it's
trying to
something that just kind of goes off as a scout and like lures humanoids closer to it because it looks like someone just holding a lantern traveling in the night.
It's called a goblin shark. And I'm not trying to set you up for a joke. Promise.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, goblin shark. Alien-like jaws. They're insane, dude.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
This looks like someone horrifically fucked up just the concept of a shark.
Yeah, a little bit. But these are like deep sea sharks, I'm pretty sure. And riding in on those would be insane. Riding in on a fucking anglerfish as well would be kind of crazy. If you didn't want to do the anglerfish, some of the humanoid things that grew up in that train could have their own little lure that...
Yeah.
Or, like, these things have adapted to sea creatures. Kind of like kaiju from Pacific Rim. I don't know if you've seen that or not. But, like,
No.
the kaiju take on elements of deep sea creatures as they, like, emerge from these portals and come from different planes. So, like, some of them are hammerhead shark, some of them are, like, anglerfish, some of them are different kinds of things. So these creatures could, in their time beneath the waves in this different realm, could embrace features of all deep sea. Kind of like Davy Jones' crew.
Oh, yeah, where they all look like a little bit eclectic and a little bit different.
Exactly. They got barnacles, they got fucking starfishes on their head, they got a beard of tentacles.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm thinking, too?
Yes.
Is at least some of them have to be almost like living siege weapons. Because especially if they're coming after the seasons and they're going after these, you know, bastions of civilization and bastions of the seasons.
Yeah.
Hammering down walls of different, churches. Kind of makes sense. Can't really do it with squishy things.
Yeah. So, you haven't seen Lord of the Rings. Oh my god.
Sorry.
But,
I know. Audience, I'm sorry.
But, it's kind of like how they have orcs, and they have Uruk-hai, then they have trolls, and they have, like, ogres. There's, like, different subcategories of this species, in a sense, that all work together in unity. Because, like, ogres and trolls are used as, like, battering rams to break down kingdom doors and all that kind of stuff. So you'd have, like, this coral creature just lumbering through that's fucking size of a giant ape or something.
Mm-hmm. That'd be sick.
That would be terrifying.
Cool. Are you thinking like a golem made of coral?
Yeah, kind of like a golem. A coral golem?
That'd be cool. We should absolutely have that be a thing.
Oh my god. Say that 5 times fast. Go.
No.
Do it.
I'm not yes-anding this.
For the fans.
I'm not making a fool of myself.
For the fans!
Lav, edit it as if I said it 5 times fast, please.
How the fuck is
Thanks,
she gonna
Lav.
do that?
Lav, you work for me now.
Oh my god!
No, I'm kidding. I love you.
She's gonna hurt you. Yeah.
Ooh,
Lav, I think you're fantastic.
a nautiloid type creature.
Nautiloid type creature?
Yeah, so a little, you know how Nautilus is in, actual not D&D lore are just these like these little guys, these little like round dudes that swim backwards.
Yes.
Maybe that could be used as some sort of like delivery mechanism for something where they are relatively small, especially compared to like a humanoid, but they float well enough that they can kind of like go over walls, sneak in, drop off some poison grenade or something, and then leave.
Oh,
like,
okay,
float
now
around
I'm with
almost.
you. Okay. Ooh. God, how intelligent are these creatures that we're creating?
I don't know if they have to be intelligent. They just have to be controllable.
Alright.
These are evil creatures. Remember, they're not going to like breed
Alright.
man's best friend. They're going to breed war creatures.
Well, they might not be, like, intelligent, but they could be strategic.
Yeah.
Like, due to the years of evolution and failures of, like, not being able to take down the seasons, they're adapting as they go and changing things, and we really need to figure out how far into the present we are in this world.
Yeah. How many cycles have happened?
Yeah. We need to figure that out. Yep.
We'll leave it for later. We'll
Okay,
file that
we'll
under.
get there. Like,
Yeah, it's like the same vibe as us needing to name everything under the sun. We'll get there
Yeah.
eventually.
those more finer details can sort of be wrapped up before a game starts, I guess. So
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Especially because like we could place a game anywhere on the timeline, so we don't really have to worry
Correct.
about it now. But
Okay. All right. So for a quick recap,
Mhm.
just so everyone has an understanding, because we've been rambling about 50 different things for the past 25 minutes. So let's catch everyone up to speed. Make sure we're all on the same page. So this little island down the bottom left of the draft map that we have, for 12 of the 15 months of the year, this thing is beneath the waves. It is unapproachable due to a eclipse-like energy around it, or it's on a different demiplane. We're still figuring that out. We'll figure it out. When the Eclipse Dragon Eclipse rises and wraps around the sun, that island unsubmerges from the ocean. And the creatures on it want to hunt down anything in all seasons. They want to please their dragon god and eliminate the seasons so that he can reign true, I guess. These things are made of coral or humanoid S that have adapted to nautical life. They have war beasts. They have evolved throughout the years and adapted to strategies in war. Are they aggressive just all the time?
I think so.
Yeah.
I feel like they kind of have to be. They're like the antithesis of life on Earth, right? Like they want to take over because if their dragon wins and the other seasons fall to their knees, then everything becomes night perpetually. Like the world is theirs.
How are they with other creatures then that dwell or that thrive in the eclipse?
Ooh.
So if coral came up against vampire, like what's the? It's like A or it's like A.
Good question.
So like
I feel like it would be almost a tenuous sort of like we both want the same thing, so we'll steer clear of each other for now sort of thing. Like unless the vampires or werewolves or whatever the fuck are directly in the line of the warpath of the eclipse creatures, then it probably wouldn't be that big a deal because they all want the same thing eventually. Plus any sort of disparate creatures that exist in the nighttime or underground normally, 12 months out of the year, they're not going to be cohesive enough to really be any sort of threat against the eclipse creatures. So to them, it's almost like they're a deer, compared to their civilization. It's like, you're around. You're not worth being on my radar.
Okay, understandable. Oh. What would happen if our parasite latched onto one of them?
God, I love that parasite so much.
It's very cool.
Oh, that's a good question.
That thing just goes after anything.
I think maybe it would be because like when we originally wrote the parasite, right, we had a thing where they could potentially be like made into a symbiotic sort of creature with. Yes.
If a strong enough bond was made, I guess, between the two, it could be a coexisting thing. It could be a deal, basically. Otherwise, it would just become like a mind-numb slave puppet, basically.
So maybe it's like a potential plot point down the road where it's like they haven't crossed paths yet, mostly because the parasites primarily live underground most of the year, and maybe they pop up or they exist like on the far northern side of the continent, far enough away from the island that they wouldn't naturally run into each other unless the parasites spread far enough south or the eclipse people spread far enough north. And if they come across the parasites and find a way to like kind of bring them under control, bring them back to their demiplane and experiment on them for the 12 years and find out how to unlock that symbiosis, then it's going to be real fucking bad.
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah.
Jesus, dude. We're creating a lot of I've noticed a pattern with us, Diana. We like making evil things.
Yeah, I thought that was the point.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to be sure.
We're not here to make a nice world full of sunshine and rainbows. I can do that anytime.
I wasn't sure if that was toxic or not, but if we're green flagged, it's fine. So
well, let's players decide.
They're gonna hate us.
We made nice things. We made garnish.
We did make a fucking sick cantrip for them.
That was such a good. That should be a thing.
It's not going to stop the parasite delving into their spine, but it's fine.
Yeah.
They'll love it.
Okay. So.
All characters. Yes.
Do the Eclipse followers, the Eclipse worshippers, the people of this island have any sort of culture, or is it just straight up warfare? Like they gotta have something that unifies them, right? They're not mindless.
Well, are they just religious? Is it the praise be the Eclipse Dragon kind of vibe, or is it
Oh.
like what kind of, or is there more like a political background to them? Is there like a survival of the fittest? Is it like alpha, if you will? What's the vibe?
That brings into question different kinds of government structures,
Yeah.
which is something we haven't touched on yet.
No, we haven't. That I think we can always come back to government when it comes to this. Excuse me. Because I think we need to build like a kingdom to get an understanding of like government layout of this continent so far. Crazy that this is just one continent too. What the fuck? Anyway.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
to be fair, the entirety of the Elder Scrolls lore takes place on one singular continent, and they vaguely allude to other shit. Like, whenever they have something that they can't fit into the current continent of Tamriel, they're just like, oh yeah, it's just like across the sea, right off the map, like crazy. It's so convenient for them. We can do the same
that
thing.
way.
Who cares? They're like,
Yeah,
it's, don't worry
That's
about
like-
it. The history is lost.
Quick shout out to like those DMs who can create an entire fucking world and have like interconnecting things right off the fucking get go. You're better than me.
Yeah, you're better than oh man. Hats off. Jesus fuck.
We're gonna stick to one continent and make it awesome, okay? That's what we're gonna do.
Well, we're gonna make it.
Awesome. Like- okay. All right. So
Oh,
what do
right.
you?
So structure.
Yes. Do you want to give it like a more political one, government-esque? What are you feeling?
I feel like it would be a mix of religious and like what you said, survival of the fittest.
Okay.
Where
So
it's
just
sort of-
blind religion.
I think so, because at this point they wouldn't have exposure to anything else, and they wouldn't have any reason. Like, even if you think about it from the ground up, right? These people live in constant darkness.
Yes.
They feel as though the light is a threat to them. They've never known anything else. Like, the darkness is, ever present. And yeah.
Molded in
Oh
dark.
shit! How do they get food? If they're perpetually in darkness, how do they? Because
Plankton,
plants can't grow. Oh yeah, that works.
Krabby
or
Patties.
like, yep. Man, the fucking. They're just working overtime at that one drive-through.
Well, it could vary. Algae could be a big thing. They could just be algae eaters. That plankton and like little sea creatures at shore, they could just munch on fish if they wanted to.
Yeah, there's a thing where certain creatures down near like the vents, really deep under the ocean, have the capability to like fix sulfur and things like that, and then turn random elements into energy in the absence of sunlight.
That's crazy.
So maybe they feed on, some random element. Maybe that's part of why they can't like just stick around after the Eclipse Dragon has gone and the sun returns. Is it's like they don't have food up there as easily.
Okay, that works. That's a reason. We have that.
Yeah.
So, fucking solid shout, D.
Yay.
Okay. So, do you want to run with the like? I don't know the technical term. Sorry, you said something very smart, and I got
Yeah.
a little bit confused. Like
Deep sea vents, right? So
Deep
what
sea
lives
vents.
near deep sea vents? I'm Googling shit now.
Like
Hydrothermal
underwater-
vents.
underwater geysers, in a sense, or
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm just googling around, and it looks like there's a lot of uses for them that, even though it seems inhospitable to people like us, the hydrothermal vents are used to like incubate eggs deep down in the ocean. And
oh god, do
Yeah,
these
it's
things
like
lay eggs?
they have to. All the scariest shit lays eggs.
Oh my god, is it like a seahorse kind of thing where they out of the chest, or is it like a?
Oh, what? Is that how seahorses give birth?
Yeah, well, don't they shoot the fucking babies out of the chests?
I don't know. This is news to me. That's
I've seen
horrifying news to
videos
me.
of like seahorses like, and then it fly. I probably sound like a fucking idiot right now, but it's fine.
Oh,
I
that's
don't know.
wild. I
Yes.
didn't know that.
I'm gonna find a
But yeah,
video of it
imagine-
and show you later.
Dude, can you imagine they, at the very least, like carry around live young for a while, especially when it comes to the eclipse months? Like maybe they time their birth cycles so that they go up onto the surface, and certain creatures will like just throw their children everywhere, and their children cause a problem or feed on meat.
Or it could be a like A religious feed on meat. My God, it could be
Yeah.
like a religious thing. Like the more you kill while having your child in your chest or whatever, the stronger your spawn will be.
I like that. Oh, that's cool. I like that a lot. Oh man, there's gotta be all sorts of fucking rituals that happen too.
Oh, 100%.
Like rituals done to sort of like imbue your coral weapon with like the quote unquote souls of the things you've
Yeah,
killed, even though it's
Diana,
not actually souls.
this place is fucked. Yes,
Yeah.
there's absolutely that. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, but they 100% have to lay eggs.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh man.
Is it
Now I'm
like
just
is it like a like does it come out of their chest? Do they like throw it up? Like what's the how
oh.
do they unhinge the jaw?
And a child just comes out. Ugh.
An egg?
Oh, an egg, right? I
Egg.
think it depends. Honestly, all of the above. We could throw whatever we want, especially for the war creatures. Like they probably have a non-zero amount of things that live under their skin and burst out when it's an opportune time.
Oh.
There's certain creatures, and this is like tangentially related. There's a parasite that I used to study back when I was in college, and it lives underneath the very barest surface of a snail's like skin and their membrane. And when the snail gets exposed to warm enough temperatures for a long enough period of time, let's say like at least 6 hours above at least, 50 degrees Fahrenheit,
Sure.
then the parasites are triggered to burst out of their skin and then start swimming around in water after completing their life cycle enough to be able to swim. And then they go and attach to like a tadpole to complete the rest of their life cycle. And so that's like the trigger being, above a certain temperature and having enough exposure to sunlight is like their signal that the seasons have changed enough for it to be safe for them to come out. So maybe there's something like that.
Interesting. That's really cool. These guys are fucking cool. Terrifying.
Yeah. That's just
Disgusting.
normal life too. It's
cool.
fucking terrible. Yeah, it's horrible. Oh my god, I could go into parasite science for forever.
That begs the question, because they have 3 months to do what they need to do. What about the ones that get left behind? The ones that don't make it back to the island? Do they find caves? Do they dive underwater? Are they held up somewhere waiting for the seasons to come back?
That's a good question. I
Are
guess
they
without at least.
Are they seen as abandoners? Are they seen as traitors? Are they, like, or if they survive that long without being home, are they brought back as heroes? Like, what's the vibe?
Oh man,
I want to play
I'm
one of these.
actually not sure because the thing is, right? If you have them just die off or get killed or get abandoned and left behind, seen as weaker,
Yep.
then they would never progress. But maybe that's part of the thing that's held them back. Because realistically, like if they just, dig their heels in, go into some cave, and then emerge every new cycle, they would have fucking taken over the world by now, right?
True. Good point.
Well, I guess not without the dragon doing its thing. Well, no, they would have taken over the world by now.
Yeah.
So maybe.
Is it like they die in sunlight kind of thing? Or is that
Maybe?
too much of a Achilles heel for them to have?
I feel like that's a little too much. I think they'd be weaker.
Okay.
And especially if it comes to, maybe everyday citizens aren't super familiar with these, life cycles and these seasonal changes, but obviously the clerics of the other seasons would know what to keep an eye out for. Maybe there's like special hit squads that follow them down into caves and make sure that they get, decimated before the next eclipse. That,
Yeah.
and also they would need food that they probably can't easily get.
True. That's very so. A
they
lot
just
of them
like
starve.
weaken. Yeah, but at the same time, if enough of them starve and then certain ones persist year after year, then it's almost like self-selection, They would evolve. Only the strongest would survive.
God, there is so much to these things.
Yeah.
God. Okay. Wow, man. There's so much you can do with this.
Once you get into deep sea shit and like darkness type shit, it gets really fun. Especially when you think about the physiology of creatures that live mostly in darkness, right? That's when you get like the really fucked up looking creatures that have completely translucent skin, like almost no eyes.
Well, there's the question. We know these things wear and use coral. What do they look like?
Ooh.
Like, if you came up against one of these things, what do you feel like is staring you down? Because we know they can like evolve and grow into like troll size and ogre size and like war weapon size. I forget the technical term they use. Sorry.
Oh yeah, like siege weapon.
Yeah, siege weapon.
Yeah.
Those kind of things. So like, what do these things look like?
I feel like it would be. Ooh, I feel like they would have. Maybe I'm just playing too much Tainted Grail, but they would have more than 2 arms, right?
Gotta have 4 at least.
Right. Yeah. And maybe they have this thing where, since it's so survival of the fittest, and especially when it comes to the whole concept of the more you kill, the better you are, you know, whether or not you're harboring a child, that's still a strong principle to have for society. So, like, maybe the more you kill, the bigger you get. Maybe you assimilate some amount of biological matter into your body and use it to fuse into, like, you know, chitinous, almost like body armor that grows out of you, that sort of thing. So you can run across some that are just fucking massive, and that tower over normal humans.
Would it be like
But otherwise, they...
would it be like a bloodline kind of thing? Like the egg just keeps getting bigger with this same bloodline, I guess. If they're able to kill constantly and more and more and more than the last, that's how they get those big brutes and the siege weapons and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. It's almost like how a lobster can keep shedding its like exterior, and as long as it gets enough food to sustain itself, it doesn't really have an upper limit on how big it can get.
Yeah. Is that jellyfish or lobsters? Because lobsters can live for fucking ages, right? Jellyfish are the ones that are immortal, right?
Oh. I don't know about jellyfish. I know there's like dog-sized lobsters roaming around in the deep sea somewhere.
Because I was gonna, are these things like ageless? Can they just keep living?
Yes. They should, especially because like, oh man, that brings into question some things, especially if you take the concept of like, this is so dumb. It reminds me of how when you go out into the sun, it ages you because of like the sun. You're Australian, you know this. You have billboards all over the place telling you all to wear sunscreen.
Down under.
Yeah, that like just reminds me of that, where they believe that the darkness brings them eternal life, and then they think that they're assimilating the rest of the world into what is ultimately the best way to go. They're a higher life form. I still feel like they should have roots in humanity, though. Right? Like, they could have been human a long time ago.
Okay. So, like, humanoid features / stature?
I think so. Still, like, bipedal. Still enough of their brain left to have a society, right? Okay.
Well, again, the multiple limbs and stuff could attach into the bloodline thing. So the more elite ones have, like, 6 arms or 4 arms or... there could be, like, different varieties of them, dude. There could be ones with 2 arms, 1 arm. There could be ones that have like gigantic arms like gorillas but a normal body and like walk around on their fucking fists kind of thing. Like it could vary and change. These things could be indescribable. They could be a fucking nightmare or a tall tale or a scary story to a lot of people because there's just so many different variations of these things that people are like, okay, you're lying. Especially the people in the more northern region who might not have encountered these things yet.
Yeah.
Which makes the point, if they know these things are here, is there a fucking barrier at the tail where it's like, we'll hold the line so these things can't get through?
Oh. I feel like that just leads to a lot of political shit, though.
Yeah. Is it a secret thing where, like, a capital's like, we can't let this get out? Because maybe these things can't swim all too good. Maybe they're very heavy and they don't float or swim. Because otherwise they could just swim around to all areas of the continent. We got to nerf them a little bit.
Yeah.
So that bridge across is the only way they get onto the land.
I like that. Solid concept. So you think that, like... But then who would be willing to, like, fucking hold the line like that?
I don't know, dude. We can create a city or a town or something that's like... Have you ever seen The Village?
It's like an M. Night Shyamalan movie, isn't it? Didn't we talk about M. Night Shyamalan last time?
I think so, but we're going to revisit it. But The Village... The Village is like a perfect kind of idea of it. It's like there are these mystical creatures that don't like the color red, and once you wear the color red or see the color red, they'll come and like all this kind of things, but we're the only ones that know about them, and it's like a whole thing. So like, all in stupidness to say, like, there would be those willing to hold the line, whether it's like a legacy thing, or this is my destiny to hold this thing, or our ancestors held this line, and it is now our job to hold the line, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Do you think it would be like the highest accolades of each of the seasons would come and help with that, or would they want to stay away from it because they don't want to put themselves in a place of vulnerability?
Oh, it would be something to do with the seasons, wouldn't it?
Yeah, to some degree, because they have, if they know what they're up against, right? The seasons more than anything would know more of the lore.
What if we put a big ass forest in front of that tail, where champions of the seasons, or like those who follow the seasons greatly, have this integrated system in there that creates a barrier, in a sense, where they push back each time these three... It's just a giant battle for 3 months every year. That's hidden within this dense forest.
Uh-huh.
And like,
that'd be terrifying.
Yeah, and like the few coral creatures that have made their way through or gotten through the line, regular folks that have seen them, it's an urban legend.
Mm-hmm. That's fucking sick.
But
especially
no one goes to that forest. Because fuck that.
The visuals, too. Oh, man, of like people fighting in... You would have to train entirely differently than you would to fight like a normal humanoid threat, because normal humanoid threats take place on open battlefields. You don't have to worry about your spear getting stuck in some bark somewhere. This would be like people specially trained for close quarters, almost guerrilla-like combat, especially against shit that moves well in the dark, in pitch darkness.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool.
But yeah, it could be... Because this would be a war thing. This wouldn't be like a onslaught. This would... Because we mentioned these deep water pit beings, whatever they are strategic. They're smart. So it wouldn't be an all-out assault 24/7. These things would plan and work and try and figure out and evolve and adapt. So, like, maybe they've tried going the water route and a bunch of them drowned because they couldn't get back out of the water, or they tried the frontal assault and got almost extinct due to being just pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. So that's when these larger siege monsters began forming and creating, so they could push through the trees and make like an even playing field and all that kind of stuff.
That is so cool. And you know what would be a great plot point too, is if somewhere in that forest some sort of shift in the earth happened, or, you know, one of the gods turned over in its sleep or whatever the fuck. And then, oh my god, we have something buried underneath the Sundown Mountains, don't we?
Yeah.
Imagine something shifted with that, or some sort of evil creature decided to go in and harass it, you know, poke it with a stick enough that it created a sort of earthquake across the continent that opened up a chasm that allowed, just at the wrong time, the Eclipse creatures to completely go underneath the forest
and
come up on the other side and just like bypass the defenses.
Fuck, man.
There's so many good plot points when it comes to war too, and I feel like we've been kind of missing out on like, just open warfare so far. So this is good.
We've been talking about the seasons for God knows how long, and now they're a part of this. So
yeah, God, can you imagine the little fish guy just like swimming through the forest and like attacking little things? Obviously, he wouldn't put himself at risk. But...
Oh God, no. He'd probably swim through there just to be entertained because he's just a funny little guy.
Yeah,
but
I love that guy.
But there's so many aspects of it because, like you mentioned, an earthquake could happen and create a chasm. Whatever group is in here defending it, if just a creature from a forest walked through, like, or a dragon came through and fucked them up once and left a spot open for these things to push through that they didn't even realize, there are so many natural elements to this that could impede these defenders.
Do you remember back when we were doing the Sundown Mountain Ranges, the purple worm mail system, or like the giant worm mail system? Can you imagine if there was any crossover between those tunnels and like just going a little bit more to the left, where they
the dude just wanted a shortcut one day and created a
or maybe there's just like just a convenient superhighway. No, I mean, I imagine there's like rules where the that particular system is run by, people who are like, hey, by the way, we don't leave the Sundown Mountains. We don't leave the Sundown Mountains. And then someone goes rogue one day or like, is like, oh, this
Quits.
rule is stupid. I don't know why it's there. Or quits. Because I imagine they have a pretty close relationship with their little tunneling creature. And then just decides to like fuck off just a little bit too close to the left. A little bit too far left, rather. And then destroys everything.
Well, see, with the Sundown Mountain Range, if there was a region next to it that knew about this battle in the forest and all the political stuff, that would have a huge connection between whatever defenders are in the forest and this political structure.
Yeah.
Which could add multiple elements to it.
Oh, politics. Yeah. Good shit. Good shit.
This might be one of my favorite things we've made so far, genuinely, because these guys are different. It's something very different that I've never really made before. But before we end it, do we want to say how do these things live in the 12 months? Are they in a different let me try it again. Are they in a different plane of existence, or are they just submerged? What's the analysis?
I feel like it would be a different plane of existence, but that would have like almost satellite locations really deep under the ocean, like where absolutely no light could reach from the normal, like, the
crushing
overworld,
pressures, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so it's like close enough to home, close enough to this extra dimensional area that they can survive and have created like little backup camps out there. But at the same time, normally it's a different plane and it's so oppressive. It's so like humid. It's got crushing pressures. It's dark and it's hostile and so warlike that we couldn't invade it even if we wanted to.
Okay. And we could have tried and it just didn't go well.
Yeah. I imagine they would have tried a bunch.
Yeah. Especially if the champions
terrifying.
of the seasons were like, okay, we need to figure this out. They probably lost a bunch of people trying to get down there.
Yeah, yep. Or tried to like collapse the island somehow and it didn't work. Good shit.
There's a lot to it.
There is. This is a solid episode. I'm going to spend the entire night thinking about deep sea creatures now. I'm like looking at pictures
Do it.
of all these
Do
hydrothermal
it.
vents and shit. Oh my
Okay,
god, the coral.
If you want, for next episode, we can keep talking about these guys next episode. Write down a couple of things you want to like touch on, whether it's like design of the creature, political, religious, name.
Don't make me do names.
No, you don't have to. I just say it's like it's on the list. It's on the list.
What?
But because I feel like there's a lot of potential with these guys that could have a huge effect on the continent, or just a huge effect in relations between the regions and knowledge of these things. Because if we keep these things on the down low, that would be really cool for like a random encounter one day for a party.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be terrifying. Like a little forward, like a scouting mission from the island that somehow made it up. Somehow using a portal.
Or they're just
'cause you can
camping
still
in the
open
forest.
portals.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Or they're just camping in the forest one day and one of them pushed through the line.
Mm-hmm.
Never seen this thing before. What the absolute fuck is this?
All right. Well, sick. Think we should end it there?
I think we should. Damn, that was 50 minutes. That went really quick.
That was really quick. Oh, man. But it's a good stopping point.
It is.
Okay. Odin, where can people find you?
Well, people can find me at Odin_Sun on pretty much every single social media platform. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. You can find me at officially Odie on Twitch, where I stream every now and then. If you're into voice acting, if you're into Pokemon, whether it's card or games, I'm pretty much into all that nerdy stuff. It's a lot of fun. But that's where you can find me. D, where can they find you?
Hi, I'm Diana Faye, also known as Diana of the Rose. I'm a tabletop gaming content creator, so I do a lot of nerd shit like this that doesn't involve touching grass. I'm also a Twitch partner, so you can catch me 3 times a week over on Twitch, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, as well as a YouTuber, podcast host, as you can tell here, panelist at various conventions. The next one being, oh god, by the time you see this, probably PAX West. But I'm also coming down to PAX Australia. Was at Gen Con. Anywhere that nerds gather, I'll be there. It's like someone's lit the beacon. And I just show up. No one wants me there. I just come. And then what else do I do? Man, that's pretty much it. That's the short version anyway.
Yes.
Odie, you want to tell them about the podcast as a whole?
I can. Turnip, do you want to take it away? Good work, Turnip. You can find all things Worlds Apart at Worlds Apart TTRPG. That we are on all platforms. You can find us if you're looking for little updates, if there are any, little posts for clips and moments of the show that you might not have seen, or just stuff we've highlighted around and make a bit of a laugh. But you can always find us at Worlds Apart TTRPG. So go check us out. Make sure to follow us on YouTube if you want to see the more video-esque side of things, where you can see us being goofy. You can see the turnip and his toe beans out. His paws are up in the air now.
He's enjoying himself. You guys are missing out if you're not watching just for Turnip alone. Who gives a fuck about us? Turnip's the real star.
He's twitching.
Oh, he's
chasing
twitching.
Birds. He's chasing birds in his
so
stream.
Cute.
But do you want to tell them where they can find our lovely yet intimidating editor?
Yeah, Lav, we love you so much, and we're so sorry for all of our transgressions and sins. Lav is who we refer to as our editor. She is known as at entity__edits on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Blue Sky. That's entity__edits. Amazing human being, puts up with all our shit and does all of the editing for both the audio and video versions of the podcast. So she puts in a lot of work. She makes Turnip look really good.
She does. And if you're looking for more art style things, you can check out our amazing artists for this channel, who I really want to get to draw like the demigods of Kato and these coral creatures and like
So
our big
cool.
bird boy. I want Toby to draw all of it. But you can check out toby.exe on pretty much all platforms. TikTok, Blue Sky, YouTube. You can find him at Instagram with 2 underscores either side of his name. Toby's an incredible artist. He usually has his commissions open if you are interested. He does portraits of character designs. He does amazing work. I've commissioned him many, many times and spent much, much money on him. But absolutely incredible artist. Check if his commissions are open if you are interested, and he will definitely help you out. Is there anything else we need to talk about, D, or are we all good?
Now we're good.
We're good? Signing out?
Yeah, I think we're set. Nice.
All right.
Easy episode.
Thank you
All
guys
right,
for
thanks,
watching.
guys.
We'll see you in a couple weeks. Doses!
Bye.